Over the weekend, Gachagua gave a very scathing speech targeting Ruto. Now, in this video, I just want us to break down the contents of the speech, and with no further ado, let's get after it. Number one, as per Rigathi, the opposition will not announce their candidate this early because of the following reasons.
If we name a candidate now, atamsumbua sana. So we have to be strategic because we are not just dealing with just any ordinary Kenyan. So it's just a question of strategy. As for now, our candidate is Ruto must go. Our plan is one term. Okay? It must remain that way for quite some bit of time. And he's very unhappy with it. He's very unhappy with it. Anataka tuseme ni Rigathi. Ndio aseme imutu ni mukabila. Nini atufungulie makesi nini what atusumbue to make sure that we cannot even campaign. So acha akae namna hiyo. Candidate, his opponent for now is Ruto must go, and the plan for the opposition is one term. Akae na hiyo kwanza.
That's wise. Announcing a candidate this early would be detrimental. Staying silent is key. Because right now, Ruto hajui mpinzani ni nani. The other day, I saw him lecturing Maraga. Another time, I saw him lecturing Kalonzo. He's printing here and there, but going nowhere. Hajui lengo ni wapi. Number two, Rigathi exposed that we currently have 2 drug barons who sit in cabinet. Who they are, everybody knows. But the thing we didn't know is that they have a travel ban and they can't access the United States of America. Here's the tip.
Can you imagine? The Kenyan cabinet is the only cabinet in the world where drug barons sit in the cabinet. I was fighting drug abuse, and I would not have allowed him to appoint drug barons into the cabinet. He edged me out because he wanted to bring drug barons. 2 drug barons. Even they cannot come to the United States. You know them. 2 of them. They sit in the cabinet, Kenyan cabinet. Drug barons. This William Ruto has lost morality and ethics. A country that is suffering from drug abuse, and then you bring people who are documented and who are known to be the barons of drugs in Kenya, at the coast and in central Kenya, and they sit in cabinet. That is how rotten the government is. Our children are not safe. You know what you are undergoing here in matters of drug abuse. You know how painful it is to parents. You know how injurious it is to any society where there is drug abuse. And then you get people who are drug barons and they sit right in your cabinet. And then you tell us you have a government that can bring change to the people of Kenya.
Those 2 CSs wajichunge sana. Upinzani ikichukua usukani, their drug business might come to a permanent end. Number 3, Rigathi reiterated that we cannot afford to give Ruto a second term because if this is how he's behaving in the first one, what about the second? Here's the tip.
Tusukume hii mtu. Huyo mtu ni kichwa ngumu. Na tukimkubalia second term, atatukalia vibaya. Because the question you must ask yourself is this one. In a very honest manner, if this man is behaving the way he is, killing children, saying people should be shot in the leg, stealing money from the national treasury and using it for politics, talking arrogantly to the people of Kenya, when he still needs their vote, what if he is elected a second time and he doesn't need you? Si mwenyewe atakuja na bunduki atupige risasi mwenyewe? I don't think he will send the police. I think he will do it himself. Atakuwa anatembea na bastola, akipata wewe barabara, anakupiga mguu. So for Kenya to be our country, for the safety of our children, for the revival of our economy, for the restoration of the education system, for the restoration of the health system, William Ruto must be one term.
And he's right on the money with that. If you think there's a lot of excessive chest thumping right now, you wait after 2027 if they are able to clinch onto power legally or illegally through nefarious means. Irregardless, if they stay in power, 2027 to 2032 will be the wildest political run you've seen in the history of this nation. Blatant looting, endless abductions and arrests, any condescending voice will be snuffed out in a heartbeat. Hiyo ndio itakuwa mtindo ya siku. And finally, number 4, Rigathi decided to troll Raila since Raila and his 2 followers have been insulting him every day that goes by. So basically in his rebuttal, Gachagua said that it's important for Kenyans to take care of the elderly in society. And Raila being an elder, they shouldn't be going back and forth with him. They should be giving him support, a walking stick and so on. Here's the tip.
Although Raila Odinga and his members are abusing me and abusing the mountain people for no reason, just because they are with Ruto. Raila Odinga is an old man. And you know, like I have seen here in America, you take care of your senior citizens. And we must always take care of the elderly. Bana Prime Minister, wewe, ile kitu hiyo Kasongo ataonesha wewe, uliza mimi. The guy is pretending to be nice to you, but utakuja kuniambia. If he called me and the whole mountain. Na sisi vile tumesoma na vile tunajifikiria tumejanuka. This when he brought Raila, nikamuuliza huyu mzee umemleta, asema bana, we are just managing this mzee, tumtafutie kitu kidogo ya kukula anyamaze. Alafu tumwambie kuna hii kitu ya report ya dialogue atoe, lakini it will go nowhere. I want to tell you, Raila Odinga, William Ruto told me that NADCO report will go nowhere. He's just conning you, and he has told Ichung'wa and company in parliament to delay it until the next election. So you are there waiting for Ruto to implement the NADCO report. There is nothing. He will not do it. Again, he told me, and I have seen it has come to pass, that he'll be close to you and he'll divide ODM right in the middle. Today, as we speak, ODM fellows are abusing each other. The Luo MP leaders of ODM are abusing the Luya ones, and the Luya ones are abusing the Luo ones. Just what William Ruto told me, that I'll go near this ODM. It's a strong party. I will divide it right in the middle. So wewe mzee Raila, although watu yako wananitukana, wacha nikuchanue kidogo. Wewe Ruto atamaliza chama yako ya ODM. NADCO will never see the right of the day. Amefanya jensi wa kuchukie. Waluya wamekuacha, Wakamba wamekuacha, Wakisii wamekuacha, amekuachia Wajaluo nusu. By the time William Ruto is through with you, you will be nobody in Kenyan politics. Wewe uchanuke mapema kama mimi. Si ndio? Mimi niliona, he was trying to divide my base ya Maulima into east and west, nikakataa. He wanted to divide the counties, Murang'a atafute kiongozi, Kiambu kiongozi, so that he renders me and our people irrelevant. I refused. And I want to tell Raila Odinga, he'll destroy ODM completely. And you have seen it is happening. He'll undermine you in all areas you used to be popular. And by the time he is through with you, you will be a pale shadow of your former self. Ordinarily, I will not give you that advice because your people are not very nice to me. But because I'm a Christian and I'm an honest man, I think it is only fair to be nice to an old man. And tell him what I know and what I see happening. So mimi nimeshukuru. Tutashikana pamoja kwa one time? Yeah? Tuko hapo kwa one time?
I think the basic fact that Rigathi is in America, that gives him all the freedom to speak as he speaks now, because there's no DCI to monitor his movement. He can be anywhere saying anything at any given time, provided a forum avails itself. I think he should stay in the US a little bit longer. Hakuna haraka ya kurudi Kenya. Kenya wakijua unaenda mkutano, unaenda citizen interview, they put barricades and they frustrate movement, they pelt vehicles. This is literally a third world country. Ingewezekana hata tungekuwa number 4 while under this administration. Now those were the 4 take-home points from Rigathi, with the main one being they cannot announce a candidate this early. Let them hold the cards to their chests. Ruto apige marathon, adil na Maraga, adil na Kalonzo, adil na whoever it is anataka kujitokeza kwa uwanja, and then in the very last moment a candidate shall be presented, mtu ambaye hana blemish. Tuone how Ruto will micromanage that. It's going to be a very difficult 2027 as far as I can see it. Anywho, having said that, if you're here for the first time, please go and hit the subscribe button, and if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula, hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.